you get that Domino pizza? Oh, welcome.
Hi. Hello, Greg.
Hi, Rachel. I just ordered pizza for all of us.
All of us at the virtual convention.
Extra cheese. Come on in.
Well, I hope you ordered a lot of them.
I did. Entree-vous.
Thank you for having us, Greg. This is such a treat.
Actually, turn some more lights on. Maybe.
Yes. So for the virtual convention, one of the big highlights that I was so excited to share with all of you is the studio of Gregg Ortiz. Greg, this is one of your favorite spots on earth. It is absolutely incredible.
Yes. This is my world, my bubble. I live and breathe this.
How long have you had this studio?
Going on 20-something years, even though I'm 20-something years old.
You were born in here.
Yes, I was conceived in here. So,
I love it.
This is where all the magic happens. Everything is just
it's all so well put
creativity
together.
Lives here.
Creativity certainly does. Let's start. Where do we start? With Mimi?
Yeah. So this is kind of like my pattern area where I create patterns and everything. But I
pattern. Okay, I'm gonna pull back so you guys can see. Look at I love the pattern station.
Little section.
Yes.
So we have all our trims and kind of like any type of textiles is where I do all the stuff. But what we're facing now is the wall that one of my collections is the Mimi doll, which is Madame Alexander, 30 inches tall. And they were produced 1 year and very limited and very, very, very hard to find. I acquire them in whatever condition they come in and I restore them and bring them back to their wonderful glory, and they then remain here for me to enjoy.
The restoration on these is amazing. Now these are all ones that you have restored.
Yes.
Okay, so they're
from top to bottom.
From top to bottom.
All original garments, all original shoes, undergarments. But I had to restore the hair, the actual vinyl. A lot of them were, obviously it was aged after 50, 60 years old. It's gonna have play wear to it. So.
Where did you learn how to do that?
Experimenting. I just connect very well with dolls, and it's something that just comes easy for me. So I not only sculpt, but I'm able to then restore these beautiful dolls that have been played with for so many years that every day I wake up and I'm just in awe that these were actually toys that children woke up with and played with and did everything with them. And so to have them now, it's just wonderful. And you can feel this beautiful energy that comes from them. You can tell they were always loved.
They are. This one is just one of my favorites for sure. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, the formal wear, the intricacy of, because these dolls were manufactured, so the quality of these fabrics are just not inexpensive. They're really, really
for sure.
durable, clearly, because they lasted this long. So now they're restored and they serve a purpose of being just cherished.
Now, of course, we have one of my favorite dolls that you have ever done of all time is Miss Betty Boop. We have focused a lot on her. She has just got to be one of just your favorite dolls you've ever done.
Thank you. And you know what? There's something about her that's just so glam, and
yes,
I connect with anything fashion forward, theatrical, cartoon, animation. I mean, she has it all.
She does.
And by the way, is this focused on me?
Yes.
Is this the right angle?
Yes, it is.
All right. So I just wanted to share with you that I adore you so much, and I think you're just an amazing person. You've given so much to so many people, and you've helped so many people on the way. I would love to gift this wonderful, lovely girl to you.
No, Greg, stop.
Yes.
No.
Yes, as a token of appreciation, because you're always helping so many people, and you do so much.
What?
And I adore you.
Oh, I adore you too. Whoa.
She's going home with you.
No way. Oh, I have always wanted to have a Gregg Ortiz doll, and you know how much I freaking love your Betty Boop doll. Oh, Greg, thank you. Oh, mwah. We're still filming. Greg, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, that's amazing. Okay.
So moving on.
Now I have to, yes, I have to contain myself. Oh, I can't believe it. Okay. Is this another Mimi?
Yeah, so this is another Mimi. Now, this one hasn't been restored. You can tell the difference on the hair. The color, like she's blonde, but because she's been played with for so long and she's aged, she'll clean up wonderful. And the color that you see that's kind of dingy, that's how bright and shiny she will look when she's completed.
They just absolutely glow. I love that look. It looks like they're about to just,
Yeah.
they look alive.
She's got the flirty eyes, which is really the mechanisms are phenomenal. The beautiful rouging on the cheeks, the paint job, and then they did different varieties. But I personally like the ones that are more formal.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the ones up here. This is a Betty 30-inch, and she's all original as well. I've not restored that one, but she looks wonderful as is.
Wow.
This is one of my early pieces. This one's sculpted out of paper clay. It's actually paper pulp and volcanic ash. And early on, that's what I was known for, was my paper clay dolls. I kept this one. I connected really enormously with that one, so it's remained in my collection.
This is a departure from what I have seen from you. I just love that you have such an incredible range. We go from Mickey Mouse to Betty Boop to this to, so there is no departure. You do so many things.
Yeah, I don't think there's any rules with art. Like, you just need to follow your thought process and just take things in and just go with your emotions and let that dictate it. If you try to push creativity, it doesn't really have the same results. You just kind of have to go with it. I mean, art is art, and whether someone will love it or not, you created it, and that's all it's about.
I love that. Thank you. And thank you for giving us that. Now the brides, I can tell, have a special place in your heart. You really like brides.
Yes.
Is it the fashion?
I don't know if it's that I collected brides. It just seems that every
you
time
have-
I acquired a doll, it was pretty much a bride doll. I don't know what that means. I'm still going through that with my therapist. But so these are original factory dresses that are very hard to find. This one's particularly ideal, Play Pal. She's full wedding doll. And this right here is my mother's original ring pillow.
Oh, how sweet.
That belonged to her. And it just so happens to match this garment. But this is the ring pillow my mother got married to. And so it went perfectly well with her. So that's where she is. That whole blue, something borrod. I don't know how that
Something
goes.
borrowed,
You
something
know.
blue, something old,
Yeah,
something new.
one of
We
those
got it all here.
Shopping. That's all I hear. But
Yes.
so this is a Sweet Sue. These are extremely hard to find, let alone find them never played with. I have several of these that have never been played with, found in a farm, in a basement, with original tags, paperwork. So this is truly an amazing example of what the workmanship is of these dolls. Has original hairnet, like never been touched from human hands other than mine. So
What a treasure. And to have the
blessed to have
instructions
this.
and the tag.
Yeah.
So much fun.
This beautiful little lady here, she's a Mary Ellen and Alexander, and I believe she's produced for 1 year as well. She's a walker. I believe you move her legs. Let's see if I can do this.
Oh, yeah,
And
there she goes.
her head moves side to side. So she's all original as well. These are hard to find as well. And then we have this
Oh, I
wonderful
love that
example.
coloring on her.
Yeah, this is really fashion forward for the
Look
time.
at that. It's like an ombre.
Mm-hmm. And so we've got this beauty, and she's never been played with either. That's what her shoes look like. These are ball jointed. You know, I thought that ball jointed was something new. Did you know that it's been around forever?
Well,
I was
with the
shocked.
antique composition dolls, they have those ball joints. It's, yeah.
I mean, it's become really popular now with more fashion dolls, but when you really do your research, it's been around.
Been around
It's like
since forever.
reinventing
It
the
makes a
wheel.
lot of sense.
Yeah. So this is a wonderful addition to my collection.
Oh,
And I'm
she's
happy to have her.
Fabulous. And I love this tapestry that you have behind them as your backdrop.
Yeah, so the key thing for me, as a rule of thumb, is that you acquire the things that you like, and for some reason, when you put them all together, they match. They go together.
Yeah, they
So-
certainly do. You've got a little bit of everything. Now you have a lot of books. We
This
love to
is-
see the
Got to
reference
do a little bit of research every now and then, so I go through, and if I have, aside from the internet, I love going through doll books. All of these garments are all original antique and vintage doll dresses that I've acquired throughout the years. And when I find dolls that fit the dress, then that's who gets them.
So much fun. This resonates so well with so many of us. Our shop looks like this, but not at all this organized. But it's so nice to just be in somewhere where you feel normal. Because it's like, this is,
I try to keep it as tidy as possible, but there's days where I'm just like, But here is another selection. There's a corner everywhere you look. This is a Janie. This is a Madame Alexander, 36-inch, all original, and she's fully restored. And then when I find dolls that I find the parts for restore or projects, they come to this section over here, which then I find them their bodies and find whatever they're needing to complete them. Yeah.
The Shirley Temple by PayPal is, those are so rare.
They are, and I've been fortunate enough to have quite a bit of them, over 15.
It's because that's why they're rare, is because you have them all.
I'd love to share them, but I'm not gonna.
Now this is, somebody's gonna know, but isn't this Giggles? Who is this?
This one is Mattel, and the reason you're digging deep in my treasure trunk. So this little lovely, my grandfather in the 70s bought this for my sister, and I was kind of mad because I got Tonka trucks. Like, what was he thinking? And my sister never really cared for it, and I was so in love with it as a kid that when we got older, I asked her for it, and then I was on the hunt to get as many as I could find.
Yeah. And
till this day, even though I'm in my 20s, I could only find 5.
These are rare.
Yeah. So here's how it works. This is mechanic. So she's supposed to wash dishes. Complete homemaker. I would never do this, but she does it all. And so her arms, let's see if she works.
Oh man, I love her. Okay, so what is her name? Did I miss that?
Baby Play a Lot.
Baby Play a Lot.
That's her name. Yes. But it's amazing because before I started making dolls, I was enamored with dolls. But the only way I could have a doll is if I bought it for my sister or my mom. Now the secret's out. So
the secret's out, Greg.
Then we get the dolls, and they're like, "Oh, yay! Thanks, Greg. Bought another doll for me." And I'm just like, "Yay!" And when they would leave, I'm just like, "Oh, wow!"
I love that. Oh man. Okay.
These are Jonies.
Oh, Jonies.
Madame Alexander. And these are restored by me.
Look at that.
All the ringlets. It takes, just the hair alone, it takes several weeks just to get them set and curled properly. This is a rare outfit. This is an original factory outfit, but I don't believe it belongs to her. But it fits her well, so that's part of that.
Is this you?
This is me, and I don't know why they took this photo, because apparently I had a nosebleed.
Yeah, you did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I look pretty with a nosebleed.
Yeah, you do. You look very cute.
Thank you.
Oh, here's an antique doll.
Yes, I have her, and she's going nowhere. I will keep her. She was an estate find, and I don't really know who she is. But she's a nice, chunky baby doll.
She's probably Koenig and Wernicke, or she's definitely a German maker. We just have to look on the back of the head, probably. Oh, there's Fraggle. And you love decorating with antique sewing machines.
I do, because it all ties in. You have to make things with a sewing machine, so I try to bring in as much history as possible.
Now, does Demi Moore collect your dolls?
Yes, Demi Moore is one of the collectors early on, actually, in the 90s. I met her at this gallery. I didn't know she was to be there. And she actually acquired the doll that's behind us.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that.
So that was a nice moment. She posed a photo with me.
Oh, how fun.
Something I cherish.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there is Olive Oil, and
then up here we have Sweet Sue's and Mimi dolls.
Isn't this wild? Just wait until we go into Greg's bedroom where he has his overflow.
Oh, and I think you have these over here.
These are awesome.
Overflow, just a few.
Just a few.
Just
a few. We're going to be going there next. Earlier in our showing, we talked about the production process of bringing something to market, and your Betty Boop, and just all the dolls that you have made. It's quite the extensive process, but so fun to see the behind the scenes. Now, who's this sweetheart?
That one is Timmy.
Oh,
That's
Timmy!
Yeah, Timmy doll. It's also Alexander, and it's a flirty eye. Let's see if I get. There you go. There you go. You see them?
Yeah, totally.
They shift side to side. That's a Timmy doll. I believe it was a 25-inch and then the 30.
Oh, I love
I like
the
the
chunky.
larger dolls.
Yes.
So that's kind of like where
I like that you like the larger dolls.
And this one is an ideal
I love her
Betty
loafers.
Big Girl.
Betty Big Girl?
Betty Big Girl. I don't know
What?
how they got the name. Don't ask. I can come up with some conclusions, but I don't think it's appropriate. But this one, never out of the box.
Never out of the box.
It's still fastened to the
Oh, look
original
at that.
box. I couldn't make myself take it out.
No, you can't.
So it's truly a find, and it's part of my collection.
Oh, how wonderful.
I've seen them used, but I've never seen one that's never been untouched.
Good for
Factory
you.
closed, yeah. So
She is sweet. And then these are great. A lot of times the reproductions of the Cupies don't quite look like a Cupie, but
this
these,
one is
yes.
this one's outstanding. They and large. Mm-hmm. I've never seen them this size before.
Oh, they are. Here, I'm going to back up so you guys can see. How tall are they?
31 inches.
31 inches.
Yeah, so it's pretty substantial.
They
doll.
are treasures. And all these awards we're seeing, are they different things that you've won and collected?
Yes,
and just...
all the awards are awards some of them.
Well, let's look at some of these. These are some of the important awards you've won over the years.
Yes, the most recent ones. So last year, I won the International Doll Designer of the Year. And then throughout the year, it's just been several competitions. And you just kind of do that just to know that you're on the right track.
Absolutely, and it's good to have them out. I'm sure you love just
yes,
seeing them
definitely.
and knowing your accomplishments. Okay, this is a sweet girl.
That's a baby genius.
Baby genius.
Alexander.
They produced her for a long time, but I don't see too many
I know
of
they
these.
did different versions of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only familiar mostly because I just like the bigger dolls. So she's part of the collection, and she's all original.
And who's this sweet bear? This
is a one-of-a-kind artist. See, my collection is just so eclectic.
I love it.
It just doesn't matter. I love purple, so it just seemed like a perfect match.
The brooch is fabulous.
Yeah, G.
Of course.
How can you not do a
Now,
G?
was that already on it?
No, I
Oh,
added
okay.
that. Anybody else ask, I'll say yes, but no, I added that.
Now this is a treasure.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Oh.
She's completely restored.
By you?
Yes. Wow. Yeah, restored all of these. They're just so extremely rare. I just am in awe every day I see it, and it brings me so much happiness.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're just taking it all in. She is just phenomenal. And we didn't see these.
These are Sweet Sue's. This one particular was in a box. The other two, this one I restored. The hair on the other one I have not restored yet, but it's all of them are all original. They're all encased, and they're all walkers.
Aren't they wonderful? And then up top, oh, we didn't even get too far up top on the other side. You've got all kinds of other little treasures of yours.
This is a display mannequin from a department store from the 40s or 50s. It's completely made of plaster. And then we have a mohair pull toy, and then that's a bear / doll that I got as a gift for one of my birthdays, and it's mohair and porcelain.
So cute. Okay, I wanted to, because I saw something out of the corner. Oh, we didn't talk about the Pat Thompson Romeo and Juliet.
So Pat Thompson produced this one-of-a-kind Romeo and Juliet, and her look of this piece was that she did the Juliet. She did Romeo as a mask. That's why he's half doll. She took Romeo, couldn't go to Romeo, so she made him into a mask instead of being literal.
I love this.
But all of the fabric, it's like gold bullion. All the sleeves, the torso portion is all beaded in glass beadwork. She's exquisite.
Exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. And I just love all your ribbon. Are you always on the hunt for ribbon and trims? And
Yeah,
of course you are.
You just never know when you're going to need it, and there's going to be that one that you needed that you should have bought. So to remember that I have them, I just kind of sort them out, and then when I need to find something, I just come to my little ribbon section.
I wish we could all come to your ribbon section. We'd be going crazy. And here, start storing on the ceiling?
Yeah, because in case you're missing something, we're always missing for that one item. We don't know where we put it. The ceiling.
The ceiling.
So that's where you store it. This way you can't miss anything. But these are kind of replacements to dolls that I'm trying to find, whether it's an arm, a torso. Those are my replacement stash.
This is so inspiring. Yeah. What a wonderful treat for us to come, this entire convention, to come to your place.
Over here, it's all
feathers.
Hand-dyed plumes that are over 100 years old. These were hand-dyed from a factory that closed. I happened to come across the company and purchased all their plumes. So I just divided them all in different colors, and that's how that's sorted out. This is where I do all the beadwork. All the beading that we need, they're come in different colors.
Look at that. I love it.
So anytime I need to add a bead or I'm looking for a specific color for accents, this is what I use. We're going for the golds, and who doesn't love gold? Go with these in this filigree. I just love stuff like this.
Oh, yes.
So everything here is antique.
It's all about the
vintage.
embellishment.
Definitely.
Antique and vintage embellishment.
Yes. All of this is glass. All of these are hand-blown glass beads, so in case I need that, in the meantime, it just serves decorative purposes.
I love it. Now, Greg, let's talk about your wonderful mask creations. Can I call them masks? They're heads?
They're kind of like wall plaques, because
yes.
That's what they're going to be. These particular ones are for a collector that has commissioned me to create a collection for her wall. And so these will go behind a frame, and that's where they will then hang on a wall.
They're so lifelike. I mean, they're just so amazing.
So this was really cool.
I love the glass eyes.
Two different colors.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yes.
Yeah, one's green, one's kind
Is
of
that
hazel.
one of your signature things?
Yeah, I'm kind of into that right now.
Yeah. Well, a lot of humans and animals are born that way.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a fact, and then I had to look that up, and it is. This is a technique that I was trying to experiment with by just doing like freckles and just trying to see pigmentation. This is the best way to experiment. So anybody that's trying to like do a painting on something, try on something small so that this way you can work out the mistakes before you go into a bigger project. But so this worked out, so now I learned a new technique and I just play around with different mediums. Same thing with this. I'll save different trims, and even if it's really, really small, I'm able to then integrate them with something like this.
I love the wraparound eye effect on this one. The huge eyeballs are just wonderful.
Yeah, and then we move to this one. This is a mixture of different wigs that I had that I didn't know what else to do, but I hand dye all my wigs, and then I was able to kind of fuse the two different colors, lavender and blue. And this is all hand dyed lace. You can dye lace, people, so you kind of have to take your time to get the different colorations, but this is kind of a possibility that you can take on as a project.
Just wonderful. Oh, she's gorgeous. And this is a representation of what they look like before?
This is what they start out looking. So if I had a doll face that I wasn't going to use it for anything else, I will then cut them partially off, and then they become what I'm doing now. This is the stages. I start out with painting them with a basic color, and then from there I sponge on different colors just to get the translucency through. Then all this gets cleaned out and you finish with something like this.
I love this freckle type effect that you have. They're amazing, and the eyebrows are incredible. The eyebrows are so important on a face.
Oh, eyebrows are everything.
Eyebrows are everything, girl. Yeah. If you don't have the right eyebrows, then you need to go get them done. You got to go get them on point. The eyebrows, again, with Betty Boop, played a tremendous amount into her expression.
It does.
You can you can talk with just
eyes,
your eyebrows.
Eyes are the windows to the soul. Is that what they say?
Yes, that's what they say.
So, thank God you can't see through the windows of my soul.
You got great eyebrows.
They're busy.
Well, Greg, this was such an incredible treat to see your studio and step into your world. The next thing we're going to do at the convention is learn how to make one of these face masks to start. This is a small one, but you can make them in any size, right?
Yeah, so we're going to work on doing a tutorial on how beginning to end.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of stages, a lot of fun. Anybody can do this.
Love it. Anyone can do it. Okay, convention. Let Gregg know how much we enjoyed this. This was just such a treat. Absolutely incredible. And we're in the comments if you guys have any questions. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.